Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Class, where learning English is simple and fun. I'm Marco.
And I'm Erica. Hi, everyone. It's so wonderful to have you here today.
Erica, I'm so excited about today's episode. Like, it's all about Christmas conversations. Do you know that feeling when Christmas is coming and you want to share your holiday stories with friends, but you don't know how to say it in English? You have funny Christmas shopping disasters, holiday cooking adventures, family gathering stories, but the words don't come out right. You stay quiet while others talk about their festive plans. You miss connecting with people during the most wonderful time of the year. What if you could share your Christmas moments confidently? What if you could laugh with friends about burnt cookies, crazy shopping trips, and holiday surprises? What if Christmas conversations became easy and natural? Today, we're going to change that. We'll practice real Christmas conversations, the kind you have with friends over hot chocolate. We'll learn how to talk about holiday preparations, funny family moments, and festive plans. No boring grammar rules. Just real English for real Christmas moments.
Oh, I love Christmas. Actually, I have a funny story. Last Christmas, I tried to bake cookies for my family. I put them in the oven, and then I forgot about them. When I remembered, they were completely black, like coal.
Oh no, did your family eat them?
No, we laughed so much. My brother said, Erica, these cookies are perfect for Santa, if Santa is a dragon.
That's hilarious. Well, everyone, grab your hot chocolate and let's get started.
You know, Marco, Christmas is such a special time. Everyone has stories. But sometimes, when you're learning English, you don't know how to share those stories.
That's so true. I remember when I was learning English, I wanted to tell my friends about my Christmas traditions, but I didn't have the right words.
Exactly. So, why is it hard to talk about Christmas in English? Well, first, there's special vocabulary. Words like decorations, traditions, wrapping paper. These aren't words you use every day.
And second, Christmas stories are personal. You want to express joy, surprise, maybe embarrassment about a funny moment.
Right, like my burnt cookies story. That needs the right words to be funny.
And third, Christmas conversations are natural and fast. People say things like, "Oh my goodness," or "That's hilarious."
So today, we're going to learn real Christmas English. We'll practice telling holiday stories, and we'll have fun doing it.
Cuz Christmas should be fun, right?
Absolutely. And speaking English about Christmas should be fun too. So let's start with preparations. How do you talk about getting ready for Christmas?
Okay, everyone, let's talk about preparing for Christmas. This is a great conversation topic because everyone does it.
Yes. So, preparation means getting ready. If you don't know, preparation means the things you do before something happens.
Perfect. Now, what are some things people do? Well, there's decorating. You put up a Christmas tree, you hang lights, you add ornaments.
Ornaments are the pretty things you put on the tree, like stars, balls, bells. So here are some phrases to use. I'm putting up my Christmas tree this weekend. I need to hang the lights outside. I'm decorating the house with my family. I bought new ornaments for the tree. I'm wrapping presents tonight.
Wrapping presents. That's important. Wrapping means covering gifts with pretty paper.
Yes, and let me tell you, I'm terrible at wrapping. My presents look like they were wrapped by a 5-year-old.
Really?
Oh, yes. The paper is always too short. The tape is everywhere. My sister's presents are perfect and beautiful. Mine look like disasters.
but that makes them special, right?
That's a nice way to say they look bad. But my family loves it. They always say, "Oh, this one is from Erica. We can tell by the messy wrapping."
See? That's a great Christmas story. Now let's talk about what not to say. Don't say, I'm making decorations when you mean I'm decorating. Don't say, I'll wrap the gift papers. Say, I'll wrap the presents. Don't say, I hang my tree. Say, I put up my tree.
These small differences are important. Now, let's move to Christmas shopping.
Christmas shopping. This is exciting and stressful at the same time.
So true. The stores are so crowded. If you don't know, crowded means there are too many people.
Here are some phrases. I'm going Christmas shopping this weekend. I need to buy gifts for my family. The stores are so crowded right now. I'm looking for the perfect gift. I spent too much money on presents.
That last one. Everyone spends too much at Christmas. Last year, I went to the mall one Saturday before Christmas. It was terrible.
What happened?
I arrived at 10 in the morning. I thought, perfect, early, not many people. But everyone had the same idea. The parking lot was full. I drove around for 30 minutes looking for a space.
30 minutes! That's a long time.
Yes. Finally, I found a space very far away. Then inside, there were people everywhere. Lines at every store. After 2 hours, I was exhausted. Now I do all my shopping online.
Smart. Now let's talk about Christmas food. This is my favorite topic.
Mine too. So, how do you talk about Christmas cooking? I'm baking Christmas cookies this week. My mom makes the best roast turkey. We're having a big family dinner on Christmas Eve. I burnt the cookies, or I overcooked the turkey.
Let me tell you my cooking disaster. 2 years ago, I decided to cook Christmas dinner. I made roast chicken. The recipe said cook for 2 hours at 180 degrees,
Okay, that sounds normal.
but I set the temperature to 280 degrees instead of 180. I don't know how.
Oh no!
After 1 hour, I smelled burning. I ran to the kitchen. Smoke everywhere. The chicken was black on the outside. My family was so nice, they ate it anyway. My dad said, Marco, this chicken has character.
That's sweet. See, everyone, even disasters become good memories.
Common mistakes. Don't say, I'm making cook. Say, I'm cooking. Don't say, the food is burning. If it's already burnt, say, the food is burnt.
Now let's talk about Christmas parties and family gatherings.
Yes, a gathering is when people come together. A party, a dinner, a meeting. Here are phrases. We're having a Christmas party at work. My family's gathering at my grandma's house. I'm invited to 3 parties this year. We're hosting Christmas dinner at our house. I'm bringing dessert to the party.
Hosting means you organize the party at your place. Let me tell you about a party disaster. My friend Sarah had a Christmas party last year. About 20 people. She had a small Christmas tree in the corner.
Sounds nice.
It was. Until her cat, Mr. Whiskers, decided to attack the tree. Suddenly, we heard crash. The tree was on the floor, ornaments everywhere. Mr. Whiskers was sitting in the middle, looking very proud.
The cat knocked down the tree.
Yes! Sarah was embarrassed, but we all helped clean up. Then we laughed about it all night. It made the party more memorable.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about traditions. A tradition is something you do every year. Here are phrases. In my family, we always open presents on Christmas Eve. It's a tradition to sing Christmas carols. We have a custom of making gingerbread houses. My favorite tradition is decorating with my siblings.
In my family, we have a treasure hunt on Christmas morning. My dad hides presents and gives us clues, but his clues are terrible. One year, he wrote, "Where the cold things sleep, your gift is deep."
Where was it?
In the garage, in an old cooler. We looked everywhere for 20 minutes.
That's funny. Now, one more important topic: Christmas stress. Let's be honest. Christmas is wonderful, but also stressful.
True. So here are phrases. I'm feeling stressed about Christmas preparations. I have so much to do before Christmas. Christmas shopping is stressing me out. I need to relax and enjoy the holidays.
Last year, I made a huge to do list. By December 23rd, I was exhausted. Then I thought, this is supposed to be happy. So I changed my plan. I asked family to meet on different days. I bought cookies instead of baking. And Christmas was better.
Smart. Remember, everyone, perfect isn't important. Happy is important.
All right, everyone, we've given you so much today. Now, how do you practice?
Great question. Here's what you can do. First, think about your own Christmas story. Do you have a cooking disaster? A shopping adventure? Write it down in English. Just 5 to 6 sentences.
For example, last Christmas I tried to bake cookies. I forgot them in the oven. They were burnt. My family laughed, but we ate them anyway.
Perfect. Second, record yourself on your phone. Tell your story out loud. Listen to yourself. Did you sound confident?
Third, find a language partner. Tell each other your Christmas stories. Practice together.
Or write your story in the comments below. We'll read them. Other learners will read them. It's great practice.
Remember, making mistakes is okay. Mistakes are how you learn.
Exactly. The goal is not perfection. The goal is communication. If people understand your story and enjoy it, you succeeded.
So, will you practice this week? Will you tell your Christmas story in English?
We believe in you. You can do this.
Well, Erica, we've covered so much today: preparation, shopping, cooking, parties, traditions, and stress management.
We did. I hope everyone learned something useful. But more importantly, I hope everyone feels more confident about Christmas conversations in English.
Me too. Remember, Christmas is about connection, about sharing moments with people, and that when you speak English, you connect with even more people around the world.
That's beautiful. So, before we go, we have a question for you. What's your funniest or most memorable Christmas moment? Did you burn the turkey? Did your cat knock down the tree?
Tell us in the comments. We want to hear your stories.
And don't forget to subscribe to Easy English Class. Share this with your friends who are learning English.
Thank you so much for listening. We wish you a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year! May your holidays be filled with love, laughter, and English practice.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye. See you next time.